Here it is, Way to the Ball. You, Roy, number one for 12 weeks in Jamaica, 1970.
I'm gonna wear you to the ball tonight. Put on your best dress tonight.
You heard about the 90s, baby. That be your best, 'cause this gonna be your musical dance. So come to school, little I dig you the musical good. Dig me soul, brothers, and dig my soul, sisters. Come to Wild, maybe you can make it if you try. So be wise and be gentle and put on the best. Because I've got two musical keys. Drop it, baby, I just cop it, yeah. Because I'm tougher than tough and that ain't no bluff. Maybe it's because I've got the musical stuff.
I'm gonna make you the talk of the town. No use wearing a frown. Those them other guys may put you down. I'm gonna let you wear my crown. Though them other guys may put you down, you wear my crown.
Wow, chick-a-bow, chick-a-bow, chick-a-bow. Chick-a-bow, wow, wow. Dig me soul, brother, dig me soul, sister. Don't beg for no mercy. Move it up and wake it up. I tell you about it, it's good. Wow, she's got it, she's got it, she's got it. As we gonna have a musical bar, so get out the bar and don't start, I beg you, baby. Wow! Tell you about it, it's good.
Rodigans, rockers, and BFBS, keeping you in touch with home.
Wait the town and tell the people about the musical disc coming your way.
Heights of great men reached and stepped were not attained by sudden flight. This brother's been in the musical fight. So one day he said, take a bow, because he's got the musical vow. So come on and wake the nation. Show them you've got the number one version.
This station rules the nation with version.
Hello, this is Hugo on the control tower.
You have caught me, baby. You have caught me.
Versions galore, you can hear them by the score. I could give it some more wisdom. In a musical disc called version yellow. Play it on the track. You want to say, baby, be good like you know you should.
We gonna have happy times together. We gonna live a life for each other.
Gonna let the world know how much I need his love. Till I walk the world, you know. Gee, we I never let you go, you know, go. So be good, baby, be good. You are love, but not love, you may change, but I will never.
Baby, you have caught me. For I love no other one but you.
Now come on down and let I know that you love my soul, and maybe that you'll never let I go. You can be so and so baby say so. See you got to be on the go. You can see that you never know. Say you keep on coming back to me though. 'Cause I wanna see your face some more. You are big, you baby, baby. Wow! Tell about it. Call me in a musical version, God love. You are play you some more on the track for sure. Tell him about it, brother, tell him about it. Come on, and sing your musical song. Sing with some brother, you could never, never be wrong.
We gonna have happy times together. We gonna leave
Version galore from the album of the same name, version. Open it then. On the Beach, you, Roy, and the Paragons.
Children gather round our dinner because we're gonna have a party. Come on in and sing a song, baby, and do your thing and swing. The me see you do your thing, baby. Wow! Lord of mercy, goodness gracious, it's good like you know it should. Wow, big baby, whop it one time, I'll tell you about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah! Go on and do it!
We're gonna have a ball, holding hands together and a laughing and all, dancing and a singing and a whining and all. Dance, 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 dance.
Who is this guy?
David Rodigan.
He used to be a big shot.
Big shot is all you got. For you run up your mountain when the right time comes. So easily. Wait the town and tell the people about the musical disc coming your way.
Heights of great men reached and stepped were not attained by sudden flight. This brother's been in the musical fight. So one day he said, "Shake a bow," because he's got the musical vow. So come on and wake the nation. Show them you've got the #1 version.
This station rules the nation with version. Loud as you go on the control tower. Tide gets higher and higher. God bless the soul brothers and sisters. Right now I'm playing real cool. As long as I live, I should never give up. I promise that I will be true. I would never make you blue. Now would I ever turn my back on you, I would say. Some believe the way coming down with me. And no matter what they really ever say, you can hear the brother say. Tell him about it one time, tell him.
Every man wants you to be his girl, but I'll wait, my dear, till it's my turn. I'm not the kind of man who gives up just like that. No.
Love is lovely, but war is very ugly, I tell you. Be cool, brother, be cool. Now dig it on the track. Musical disc off the record rock, I play you. It's stupid. So does the tide get high, so the wind blows.
Every man wants you to be his girl, but I'll wait, my dear, till it's my turn. I'm not the kind of man who gives up just like that.
Wonderful stuff. I mean, Duke flashing his musical whip. Once again, the Paragons on vocals, your smiling face, you, Roy, flashing his whip.
You and your smiling face doesn't mean a thing to me.
Flashing my whip, flashing my whip. You gotta move, you gotta move. I'm here to separate the soul from the wax. Good God.
After knowing you as much as he's gonna leave you just like I did.
So you can go to the wicked people and get yourself a ticket. Smile a while and give your face a rest. Raise your hands to the ones you love the best. Maybe I can do the rest. And I will do the rest, I say. Yeah, yeah. Good God. Flashing my whip, I say.
But after knowing you, I had to run. 'Cause it's only a smile you've got.
Bam, titty, bam, titty, bam. Bam, titty, bam. what you say, but you could never know unless I tell you, girl. Tell you that I never compel you. Neither would I ever met you. I just got to tell you how much I need you so, baby, out of this world, as I would say. I wanna sing you a song, sweet sister.
Darling, I know you have got another girl.
No, 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 no.
She treats you nice, I know.
Oh, no, say
She's
it.
even more beautiful than I.
Baby, baby, baby. You could never know, you could never, never, never. Say that I would love you forever, baby. And I would never, 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 never make you blue now. I would never turn my back on you and say one time. You can sing it again, sing a song, please, sister. Yes, baby, burn me. Burn out of this world. Tell about it one time. I'm a blink of my wrist. Tell about it, dear sister. But you I love so well. Shall we show the most and not the cause? Be cool.
Darling, I know you have got another girl. She treats you nice, I know.
That's wrong.
She's even more beautiful than
I would never do
But
that.
if you
You how much I love you so. And your love is something that I could never erase. You can keep the smiles on your face.
Well, regular listeners to this program will know that that vocal track is a firm favourite here. Phyllis Dillon with Don't Stay Away, and you, Roy, sliding in and out of the vocal track. But aside from doing that on record, you also did it live in the studio. I mean, on that particular track, you were saying before, obviously, that there was a vocal which had been released, and then you did a version. But you also did live version, so to speak, where the singer was actually with you.
Yeah, man. I did a tune like Tom Drunk and Driver Home, and those two tunes were done by Men Hope and Love. It's live. Like, he was on the mic next to me and I was standing right there, so.
Was it just kind of improvised, or you were both listening to rhythm and decided to do something, or did you plan it, or how did it work?
No, we didn't plan it. We just listened to the video, and he's singing. You see, he just said, all right, we're going to sing, give her the number one and Drive Her Home. Okay. And I go answer, and I said, all right, I will answer you whatever you say, so no problem.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
you didn't know what was going to come out of it? You just tried
No, we just do it, you know, because these things wasn't something that we really sit down and say, okay, we're gonna write these lyrics for these tunes. No, we just go to the studio, because most of the time we used to be at the studio, having nothing else to do. You be at the studio, you know, and that was how the idea come about. Drive Her Home.
Which is the whole basis of performing anyway. It's not
Yeah.
something that you can go out and learn or be
Right.
taught. It's either in
Exactly,
you or
know.
not.
That's the way it runs. The DJ business are singing. You don't go someplace and learn to sing or learn to DJ. These things have to be in you, and you improve on them as the time go along. You know, see?
Give her the number one and drive her home. What a tune. BFBS Worldwide, Cologne, Gibraltar, Cyprus, Hong Kong, Belize and the Falklands. Can't forget Bielefeld and Berlin, of course.
I give her the number one and drive her home.
Baby, 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 baby.
I give her the number two and drive her home.
Do I make you don't believe it, I tell you?
But when I give her the number three,
Oh, yeah.
said, darling, I'm feeling free.
Make you be free.
Put your lips close to mine and drive it home.
Baby, go on and do it, I tell you one time.
Give her the number two and drive her home.
Say that I won't do.
I give her the number three and drive her home.
That's gonna make you be free.
But when I give her the number four,
Yeah.
said, darling, I don't love you no,
No, no more.
Put your lips close to mine and drive it home.
Wow, so good like a silly baby, yeah. Swap it out, feel about one time. Wap it good time, baby, baby. Do I make you don't believe the life I say? Live it up, drive it on down here.
Give her the number two and drive her home.
Say that I won't do.
I give her the number three and drive her home.
Baby, that gotta make you be free.
But when I give her the number four,
We hit your memory button. BFBS.
You cheated.
Did you hear that?
And you lied.
Hear what the brother said.
About all.
You are wrong if you do that, baby.
All affairs.
You should never do that.
You cheated.
You should never do a thing like that.
And you lied.
You are wrong.
But how long
Tell about it.
you think you'll strive?
Tell about it, brother.
Don't kill the goose.
No, no, no.
Lay the golden egg.
You can hear when the brother said.
Don't kill the goose.
You can hear it till each and every
Lay the
day.
golden egg.
Mama Summer leads the way.
Don't kill the goose.
All day you can hear him
Lay
say.
the golden egg.
That's for sure.
For if you do,
You should never do a thing like
you
that.
have to bed.
You are wrong.
Tom drunk,
Uh-huh.
but Tom a fool.
And that's a fact.
He is
Tell
smart,
him about it, brother. Tell him about it.
playing cool,
You can tell him one time.
playing fool.
Tell him about it, don't be fooled.
To catch wise,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
use your head
And that's a fact.
and you'll survive.
You can hear when the brother says.
So don't kill the goose,
No, no, no.
lay the golden egg.
Real exclusively yours, I tell you.
Don't kill the goose,
And that's for sure.
lay the golden
You
egg.
should never do that.
Don't kill the
You
goose,
should never do a thing like that.
lay the golden egg.
Exactly what the brother got to
For
say.
if you do,
You would be wrong.
you'll have to beg.
You will have to beg.
Boss,
you can't show me what move when you move.
Treasure style.
Wake the nation. This is your station. Calling the youth. Taking you straight to the musical college, I tell you. Where I can give you just a little more knowledge, I tell you. Huh? Good guys, live it up. Brothers and sisters, if you got any prep, you gotta watch your step.
Well, you see that one, yeah?
Get on the train, you
Solid
got
boy.
the one to blame, as I would tell you. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do the preacher one time. Yeah, hit the jack. Live it up, Jack. Train number one is going until you spin on the railroad track. Get on the train until you. Sure to be on the train.
Don't Ray version to the last train to Expo 67 from the Silvertones, you Roy as the DJ.
You can keep on coming to me.
And before that, Tom Drunk and Drive Her Home. Now, with all this tremendous success you were having with Duke Reed as your producer, all these records in the charts, what about Duke's old sparring partner down in Brentford Road, Coxon Don? How was he taking all this?
Well, Coxon didn't love these things
I
too
bet
much,
he didn't,
you know?
no.
Because, I mean, at that time, Duke had everything going his way. He have number one tunes on the chart. He have a lot of sales going, so. And Downbeat didn't too like this, but there was nothing you could do about it. You see, I used to be about Downbeat for a few years before Duke Reed discovered this thing. But I would have to say it's like Downbeat let this thing slip through his fingers, you know? He didn't realize
That the DJ music was going to become so popular.
I'm saying so. He didn't pay much attention to it. And the time when he started to pay attention to it, that time, it's kind of late. It's like he was closing the gate when the house gone through, you know?
But you had actually DJ'd for his set, didn't you?
Yeah, man. I was DJing for his set just for a little while, you know?
Who were your favourite DJs before you went on record? Who did you look up
My
to?
favorite DJ before I went on record used to be Count Machuki. He was playing Coxon's number one set long before, because when I was playing for Coxon, he wasn't playing no sound at all. This man just kind of cool out, and It's like he was becoming a big man, so he didn't plan to go on no further, you know. I don't know why he did stop, because to me he was the most educated DJ at the time, lyrics-wise. He's a man you can always listen to what he have to say, because he always says something sensible, you know. Not no stupidness. And he used to be one of my real idol at the time, you know. Yeah, man.
What about King Stitch? Did you ever work with him on Sound Live? Stitch?
Yes,
Stitch.
yes, Stitch. He was playing the number one set after Machuki Leave It, you know. But we get along pretty well, because even in the recording business, we meet on stage a couple times. The last time I met King Stitch on stage was DJ roll call February of this year, you know.
And he performed there, did he?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, because they wanted all the DJs.
Mm.
It's just this stage show was just for DJs, from the start of the DJ to the younger ones, you know.
Yeah, I bet that was a night.
Yeah, man. I tell you that I never see Cinema 2 again or before ever packed like this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's pure DJ and it was great, you know.
So, did Coxon finally come a-running and say, Mr.
Yes,
Mr. Beckford, you're wanted at Brentford Road?
he checked me and for me to do a tune for him. So I did this one tune for him, you know. But because it wasn't so much for different producers, I just did this one tune for him at the time. Oh, cool.
Coxon, for once in his life, had to be happy with just one shot. He usually got a lot more.
Here I come again. It's time from Studio One with this musical discard today. It's been so long that you would never realize I would be back with musical attack on the track. As a brother would really say, as a man talking me to about to play. Today, and you can shake what your mama gave you, like you never did before. But I'll do some more for sure, yeah. Today, from Studio One, coming on strong like a
Roy, coming on strong from Studio One. Just one piece of the biscuit, that's all Coxon got. And that's a special request for Wilbur Paris of the Fusiliers at Episcopi Barracks in Cyprus. Hold tight, Wilbur. Also Steve Mystical Mason, safe as houses, solid as a rock, and Andy Stone coming to you from Rory Cullen out in London. Here in the studio with us right now as I speak. Taking in the great Hugh Roy. There he is with Shock Attack, which is actually credited to Burning Spear in this country. A ridiculous label identity. In fact, it really was Hugh Roy. How the Wailers connection, because you did this great tune, Kingston 12 Shuffle with the Wailers. How did that come about?
The Wailers and myself used to be very good friends. Bob, Bunny, and Peter. We all actually come from the same area, because Bob, Bunny, and Peter, they come from Boys Town, Trenchtown, and I was living in Jonestown. That's where I'm from, and it's just, you have to say a next door neighbor, you know. So we used to move very close a long time. And so after Bob stopped recording for Coxon, and they also stopped recording for Upsetters, because they used to record for Upsetters after they leave Coxon. He checked me one day and tell me that they would love me to do a tune for them, you know. So we went around the studios and we actually did this tune.
What a tune. Over the Trenchtown Rock Rhythm, Kingston 12 Shuffle, U-Roy and the Wailers. Robert Lee vocal.
When it hits you, baby, you feel no pain. You got no one to blame. Whole lot of music, I tell you. Do it one time. Keep on walking and swing. Baby, do your own thing. Got to live it up until you. I would never come to you. Baby, I just got to tell you. You got to keep on rocking. Baby, come and put on your stocking. Live it up and never give it up. Keep on grooving until you. Baby, you got to keep on grooving. Keep on moving and swing and let me see you do your thing as I would tell you. You could never do that. You could never do a thing like that. You could hear when I tell you. I would have never come and feel you. What, baby, boy? Out of this world, you can hear when I say you gotta be good like you know you tell you. Yeah. Time will hit you with music and make you feel no pain. Say, whole lot of music. You could never refuse it. All you got to do is use it. Baby, keep me walking up until you do your keep me walking and swing. Live it up and never give it up. Kingston 12 a shuffle. Looking for something to discover. Get me back cause I will kill you. Kingston 12 a shuffle. Wait the town and tell the people about the musical disc coming your way.
Heights of great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight. This brother's been in the musical fight. So one day he said, "Shake a bow," because he's got the musical vow. So come on and wake the nation. Show them you've got the #1 version.
This station rules the nation with version. Hello, this is you on the control tower. Way down south, where the little children used to play, you can hear what the good brother would say. So you got to be careful of the little things you do, as I would tell you. Baby got to let out go, but let them stay. Each and every day you'll fight along the way. Why, baby, gotta come on and do your thing. And let me see you swing and get the groove and do the rule, I tell you. Good gosh, come on and work your show. See, you gotta be on the go, you never really know, you know. As I would tell you. Make love and make it war, baby, love is lovely. Wait until the war is kinda ugly. And so you gather around with little children and sing, because love is all I've got. And baby got to hit the spot with all you've got to tell you. And maybe you'll become the first cream on the crop as I will tell you, Jack. Get it on the track, I'll beat you.
Evil that men do.
Think my Jack is on the truck as I will tell it to you. And to keep on rocking, let me see you swing. Got to live it up and never give it up. Shake it up, oh baby, but don't break it up. Tell you could never make it up. Stick it jack on the trunk with the double attack, you know. Way down south where the children used to play. Each and every day. And coming from the east with a man called Harry Geese. And maybe we're gonna have a musical feast of tea. Wait the town and tell the people about the musical disc coming your way.
You keep on running, but you can't never get away, yeah.
Baby girl, you put down your stocking one time and keep on rocking and swing. And let me see you do your thing.
Look at the love I give you.
Live it up.
And still you make no reply.
No reply at all.
Live in the place you hurt me.
You know.
It seems you don't love me no more, baby.
The music gets old. So you gotta be bold. You got to reach out and touch and shoot and don't be cool. I think you people. Do it, daddy. Like you never did before. Good guys, just keep coming to me. Do what you want. Got to leave it up as our biggest says.
You keep on running, but you can't.
You could
Never get away.
never.
You broke my heart so.
You should never do that, you know.
Got to pay, yeah.
Play Papa song to you. Play it all night long. And you could never be wrong when I play with songs. Give me the love and I'll never be rude. Baby, come on and make you what you do. Good guys, you got to do it.
You keep on running, but you can't never get away.
No.
You broke my heart so.
No, baby.
Got to pay, yeah.
Never. Hit me back. Don't be trappers out with people. Put on his stop and keep me rocking, guy. Give me back and I will tell it to you. I could never do before, as I would say. Keep coming to me, door.
Well, I can tell you, I had serious withdrawal symptoms planning this program because this man has made so many hits. It's actually physically impossible to get them all in 2 hours, even if we only played like 30 seconds of each. We'd have to sit there here all night to get them all in. We're trying to get as many in as possible. You just heard You'll Never Get Away with Delroy Wilson on vocals, U-Roy, of course, the DJ. And before that, Way Down South for producer Alvin Gigi Wranglin. And we come now to one of the all-time great rhythms. If Mr. Beckford had a penny for every version of this rhythm, then he'd be driving a Rolls Royce, wouldn't you, Roy?
It's true, man.
Tell us about the Scandal rhythm. How did it all come about, you and Matador?
Oh, yes. While I was recording for Duke, this was another man that cut a part of the Jealous Fever and he checked me.
Who, Matador?
Yeah.
Daily?
Yeah, they checked me and said, man, I have 2 tunes I want you to do for me. I don't think I can let anybody else do it. Would you try them for me? I said, Tim, well, listen, I have some business with Duke and I don't love to run up and down. And he said to me, look, man, you can do this thing for me, man. You don't have to personally tell Duke that these tunes were done before. You don't have to tell Duke that these tunes were done during the time that you've been recording for him.
Right.
Let's just say these tunes were done before. You know?
Skank.
And see that as I was getting paid for it, you know, I didn't matter much. We went by Federal and we did this tune. And Matador, he loved it a lot. And I think he released it and it did sold a lot, you know. And after that, you have many, many versions coming from the same tune.
Many versions, that's an understatement. Wait till you hear the horns on this. You'll recognize them instantly. M16, Lone Ranger, and all those versions from Channel 1.
Yeah.
U-Roy originated it. Scandal. Here they
If
come.
you were sick or sad, or maybe you even like to love you at.
The teacher.
I could make you musically glad. I beg you, little girl, don't be too sad. I'll never you be too bad. Got a spinning real kid for my record machine. Musical disc to make your hip cats jump and twist and move and groove. Great, I tell you. Now whenever you stand still on the ground, just keep on moving around. Stop being a clown. Wow, I tell you about the music of this way cool. I tell you, brother, get in the cool. Now live a life, you love a life, you live like I would play. Musical disc of the record rock. You can play it by Jack. When I take a stop, the man was back of a trap. With a music on the top. Wow, I tell you about it, so good. Live the life you love and love the life you live. Cause everything I've got will be mine to give. Real exclusive. So you don't be no fool, I'm a big deal. Try to be really cool. I'm gonna tell you. So you don't be no fool, I'm a big deal. And just to be really cool, I'm gonna tell you, say, mommy and daddy ain't at home. You gotta wait till your waist when I play them drum and bass. You gotta keep a smile on your face, I'm gonna tell you, say, yeah, yeah, be cool. When you got to believe it, that it's two vibes today. It's not a two that's today. Yeah, you can stay down below, stay. Wow! Wake up for daddy, daddy sure gonna wake up for mommy. Yeah, when I tell you, ain't no need to call me cop, my king is on top. Cause I'm your musical lollipop. When I tell you, good gosh, I'm gonna pull me down, we got to tell it's gonna pop us over the white. Why baby cool, say you got to believe me till it's gonna pass today. It's not for that today. Ready, thank you, that.
That'll teach me to chat when the records are playing and not concentrate. Spot the deliberate mistake, or two. Play the version instead of the vocal and didn't get to that one fast enough, but there you go. Scandal, U-Roy, and Real Cool. And don't come any cooler than this guy. Roy, there were other DJs on the scene that came after you, Dennis Al Capone, I-Roy, and so on and so forth. Big Youth. We know that there was obviously rivalry between Jazzbo and I-Roy because it was made public on enough of their recordings. Was there any other kind of rivalry between you all as fellow DJs or not?
Well, I never have no problem with any of my friends in the business. No problem at all, no? All of them, we get along quite good. Well, I-Roy personally is a man... We don't get along very well, and for one reason, this man is the type of man that he shows off a lot, you know. And I don't like that, you know. I don't like people being too bossy. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be bossy, you know. But this man thinks too much of himself, you know. In other words, this man tries to praise himself too much, you know. I never like that. I love when the public praise you, you know. It is said, self-praise is no recommendation, man.
What did you think of the runnings between him and Jazzbo that used to go on?
Maybe that's the same thing caused a problem because he used to boast off on Jazzbo and Jazzbo didn't like that. And, you know, we people in Jamaica, we take it for fun still because it seems very jokified. Because you always see them in some kind of fuss out there. If they're standing up someplace downtown, this one will be throwing some harsh word to the other one and the other one throwing some harsh word back. You know? You know?
Equality and Justice, the son of the wise, Roy.
Now hear the sound of the wise brother would say. Swing and sway, cause this musical sound leads the way all day.
Equality and justice stands for all who knows that Satan kingdom must fall.
Keep on listening, cause I tell you, there is a lot more to come. It will hit you like a bomb. Love your brother as you would love yourself.
And life would be much more at ease. Oh please, please, please. The good can't suffer for the bad no more. So give an helping hand to the poor.
Now give and you will get. Love one another like sister and brother. Let the love keep on shining. All you cats will imitate that I don't appreciate. So baby, come on down and don't you imitate, I tell you. And that it would be very great. Huh? Tell you about the Billy Goat the skunk one time. Come on down, my skunk, it to me 2 times. Baby, got to live it up as I would tell it to you. You gotta shake your shoulder, hit me up 1 time. Huh? The musical of Billy Goat skunk. Baby, come on, let me see your skunky. The skunky down the scene and got to be a real kid. Baby, don't you be no jello bean. Huh? When you hit the scene, you gotta be real keen. And don't be like a cat's a color. I'm a Reno, Uncle Rena's, I will tell it to you. Good gosh. Come on down the working show was our big you. Baby said you gotta be on the go, you know. Baby, come on down, let me tell you that you never know. You got to keep on coming to the door with our tell you. Good gosh, a baby working show. A baby said you got to be on the go. A baby, you can see you never know. Still you gotta keep on coming to the door. I take the jack, cause I'm a truck, I with the double attack. I win, I tell you, baby, the king of Southern Blue was back. Live it up and never give it up until you. Cause baby, when I take a stock, I play your musical disco, don't make it rock, cause I will tell it to you. Good gosh, come on down and work your show without a tell you. Live it up and never give it up, I figure. Huh? You gotta swing along, baby, you could never be wrong. Get me in the groove, but never ever you be rude. Cause let me give it to you, just a little more soul food. You know, take it, baby, take it, bump and break it. Cause you could never make it.
Nanny Skank, Roy, my special guest this week on BFBS on Rodigan's Rockers. The Roy story. From those early 60s right up to now. We're going to try and catch up. We've got some catching up to do, I can tell you. Before that, Son of the Wise, cut to Equality and Justice from the Paragons that he did for Lloyd in Matador. That was produced by Carl Peterson.
Peterson.
Whatever happened to him? We don't hear of him anymore.
I don't know, because he used to be a very good engineer at Dynamic Studios at the time. But then he migrated to the US, where I think he was controlling another big... About them, I don't know why, you know, maybe because the type of music that this man really know the way to control and mix. They're not having them in their position, so maybe that's the reason why you don't hear anything about them. I don't really know if that's the problem, you know. But I couldn't tell me the last I hear this man. You know.
Gigi, you had a bit of a soft spot for him because you did 1 or 2 tunes for him when you look back in the record book, didn't you?
Yes,
Wrangling.
he was all right. That was after I left Juke, you know. He was all right, yeah. He would give you, he would pay you whatever you ask him to pay. But that man is a man who sometimes is very troublesome when it comes to money business. Well, but it was all right because, see, I don't have much problem with most of the producers because, to me, I think that somebody takes you in the way in which you really operate, the way in which you really carry yourself, you know. And these men know that I wasn't somebody they could really push around too much. So he didn't take much chance with me that of don't comply to orders or thing like that. They used to work with all right.
They couldn't record a bag of music and put it under the counter.
No, I don't play that.
I'm on top of the beat, cause I will tell you. So never you be weak, cause I will beat you. Music is what I really seek. So hear my baby when I play to you. Let me tell you. Till you about balloon tonight. A baby got to gather around with I will tell you. Cause I will tell you I'm a seed. I'm a top of a peak. And baby don't you feel no weak. Good gosh, your music baby what I sing I tell you. I tell you about balloon tonight. Cause I will tell you get the groove and gather around. I left I tell you till you do that. What baby? You got to let the love rock you. You got to let the music shock you. Oh, baby, got to let the music rock you. Do it, baby, hear my bigger you. I tell you about balloon the nights on top of a peak. I know you need to stop the fuss, the fight is out with you. Bring your show, daddy. You see, you gotta be on the go. People, you can see you never really ever know. You got to live life and love is our big you. What, baby, about balloon tonight? Ain't no need to stop the fuss, the fight. You got to gather around, but don't what you do one time. Look at daddy. Tell you about a lonely night, as I would say. A baby coming down with me. Do it, Jack. You for big, you're on the drop with a musical attack. Cause I'm gonna tell you from the top of to the very last drop. Hey, Jack, you gotta hit the track. And don't look back, as I would say. A baby swing along, as I would tell you.
From coast to coast, the sound of now.
Rodigan's Rockers on BFBS.
Large boat, yeah.
There's a heavy about to work on your building of peace, love, and togetherness.
What got it cool? If we on the tree, they got the one to blame, cause they're gonna remain the same. Cause I'm leaving on a westbound train. Yeah, the train of happiness, as I will tell you. Mama, westbound train, as I will tell you. The best in any trends from east to west, called the westbound train. Baba train, Baba train, Baba train. To be baby, let me tell you. I'm a leaving on a westbound train. Gonna leave it on a westbound train. To be daddy cool. Ha! Sure. I take the train. Took a train, took a train, took a train. Why daddy got to hear me when I tell you. I'm gonna leave it on a westbound train. See your baby got the one to be the bleed, they got no beat, no main the same, but now till you say. Why got it cool? You got to believe me. You got to believe me. The sound's gonna make a queen. Yeah. Do it again. But I will tell you when I wanna see your face again. So stick around the band and tell your friends as I would say. I'm leaving on the westbound train. I see you leaving on the westbound train. And Papa train, Papa train, Papa train, Papa train, Papa train, Papa train, Papa train. Yeah! Tell you, on the westbound train, on the westbound train. Cool guys. Now you can check Mr. Wayne. Yeah, you can check Mr. Wayne in the rain. I'm telling you, I'm leaving on the westbound train. Yeah, I wanna take a plane. Yeah, you gotta meet the main the same. Tell you, on the westbound train. Do be baby, little baby, yo. My train is bound way down west, yeah. And our African style, you know, ain't no spoil. I tell you about the westbound train. Say, you can see a train rolling down the railroad track. But I'm gonna take it, and I know that I won't be coming back, cause I will tell you. Do it, Jack, cause I'm a big yo.
Train is coming, baby. Say the train is coming now. So the train is coming, baby. So the train is coming now.
Exactly what the Bible says, that the train happens to be unforeseen. So baby, you gotta be really keen. Don't be no damn bean. I will bet the seat my vehicle machine if you're not keen. Cause I will teach you. Do it, baby, you could even I'll big you. So never do but maybe coming down with me, as I would say. Do it, Jack, come the truck with the double time.
Because the train is coming, baby.
Don't look back.
We are leaving on the train.
Baby, the train won't be coming back, as I would tell it to you. So you gotta live a life you love and got to love a life you live, cause I will leave the teeth you got the will mind to give you. Well, until you're on the railroad track. Do it, baby, you could hear what I'm thinking. It's like to leave you. One of these days I'll be far from the scene. And you got to be real keen, as I will tell it to you.
I'm gonna tell you goodbye, baby.
Still it won't be long, as I will tell you when I'll be playing on strong. This will sound as I'm
leaving you behind.
Still it won't be for the mother of time, as I would say, baby. You got no one to blame, you gotta remain the same, as I would say.
It's not my wish that we must part.
Never leave you, baby, cause it would grieve you, as I would state that it would be that would be great, as I would say.
I'm going to a far away land.
But you sure have got to be on the scene and tell me, will you be there, baby? Cause I'll be there in any old way, as I would tell you. Wow!
The Rhythm Train, Ken Booth on vocal. And before that, Train from the West, both, of course, by my special guest, Hugh Roy. An hour and a half nearly gone, and we're only in 1974 or 75. Oh. Well, we're going to try our best to tighten it up now and get up to the sound of now. The sound, of course, that you're famous for worldwide is the sound called Stur-Gav. What made you want to set up your own sound? You spent years working for all sorts of different sound systems and tubbies and so on. What made you want to form your own?
Well, after these years promoting some sounds, so I just decided to have my own, you know, because the best thing is to have your own. You know, when you have your own things, whatever you earn, it concerns you, and it's also your own.
Direct. You know? Where did the name Stur-Gav come from?
The name Stur-Gav was given to my son because of my two kids. I have two sons. One of them is called Studux, and the other one is Gavin. So I use a little piece of one of them and another little piece of the other one, and put together and call it Stur-Gav. No, the reason for this is because I always love original things, you know. That is an original name.
Absolutely. I mean, the times people have said to me, what does Stur-Gav mean and where does it come from?
It's hard for somebody to know unless I tell them. You know, nobody could tell what the meaning of Stur-Gav. Because sometimes people say, where did you get this name? Is it an African name? Where you come by this name? Or where you get this? I just say it's left to be known, man. It's no problem. Sometimes I don't tell people how the name Stur-Gav comes about, but a man like you...
You're telling us now?
Yeah, you know.
Who first operated the set when you set
Yes,
up?
when I just started, I used to operate it for a little part-time. But I used to have apprentices that they work before I come on. Like sometimes they go string up the sound and I might reach the dance till 10 o'clock or 10:30. And they would be there doing these things. And also, after I left, we have them doing their works, performing their works. But then, after a while, I just decided that I think we want some younger youths to come in this thing. So it was Rankin Joe and selected by the name of Jazz Crew. Get them together and they was playing for me. And that was the time when the sound started to get really be known and popular in the ears of people, you know. And then after, they become so big that they feel like they want to leave. So they leave and we have Charlie Chaplin and Josie Will come along with this guy, Inspector Willie. Then they two got big again and decided to leave, so I said, all right, leave, and I kind of rest the sound for a little while. Now, I'm not saying that the sound is really on top form right now, because whenever a sound is on top and they lose certain rockers, like you would say the top DJs or thing like that, you would finally lose the crowd or thing like that. You wouldn't have the same crowd. But now I have some new youth. Derek Hyrie is the new DJ, and I have a selector by the name of Corporal Mark, another one by the name of Professor Johnny, and they're alright. They know what they're doing, you know. As you know this, that whatever someone do, you just have to love it and decide to devote some time for it. And as long as somebody loves something and devotes some time to it, it won't be long when these people will become perfect, you know.
That's true, because if you look at, I mean, Josie Wells and Charlie Chaplin were completely unknown before they worked on Stur-Gav.
Nobody ever heard anything about them before, you know.
And as a result of Stur-Gav, so came the fame, and then, of course, the recording contracts, and then the tours, and then the shows, and now they are king size.
Right.
So you've got a lot to be held responsible for.
Sure.
Well, I'm Jackie Edwards, forward all the way from London town. Come down here in Jamaica to extend his musical love for festival time, and J.A. left me till he said, you know. I'm on here and let us festival time is here, together round with Sister Gog on a festival. And it's a Maka festival, like saying, and it's a Gog on a festival. You know. Heavy duty festival sound. So whenever you're young or old, you just gotta get around saying that. Yeah, it is a gonna festival. Streets of Maka festival. When I play it is the gonna festival. Heavy duty festival, you know. More love. Whole lot of love is run all over this world, you know. People of the world are looking for war, but we are looking for love and true and stars above. Yeah, see, it is the gonna festival. See, it is the Maka festival. Everybody trying to sing. Festival. Festival season rings, so love my place, it's a gonna festival. They say it's kind of Maka festival. Jack. So you rock it uptown and you rock it round town and you rock it all over town. And no say it is a Maka festival. What I'm playing is them a gonna festival. I make you up so a brother John. Pauline and Claudette's gonna rock me in the festival. Make a rock on the festival. Say it's kind of Maka festival.
Nighttime finds me tuning into BFBS with Rodigan on your radio.
Black and white, you know. Yeah. Midday on the gong in a decent dance. Don't take it to bong, y'all. Coming from the north with my face to the sun. Sure gonna chew them down, y'all be gone. When I say you don't believe, check on Mr. Bongon. In a decent dance, y'all be gone. Play down a Greenwich Farm, y'all be gone. Yeah, play the Tower Hill, say in a decent dance. Yeah, you know. Play the Western Kingston in my gong there, you know. In a decent dance, y'all be gone. And I play your way around and you see the gong. East West not a sound, but I sure gonna throw them down. So you stop your running up your mouth talking about some gone wise, you know. Say you're the gone. I got a big gone on ya. Chill you, come on down, let me tell you, baby. You're not used to your dance. Don't make harm on yourself no more. Say, you must be gone. Good day, you know. Traveling from east to west and say you're the best, but you're just my guest. Say, you'll be gone. In a piece of your dance, you're gone. The public to suggest I am the gone. And the public sure gonna suggest that you're coming from east to west, so you're the best. But until you say you're just my guest, in a piece of your dance, you're gone. And until you say, come on, shake on Mr. Morgan. We round there, corner. Mr. Morgan, tell them, say, you're young, be gone. You know? Yeah. I am the Gaga. Bleed the organ. Say, you don't be gone. Take me on the saxophone, I'm be gone. Hey, take me on the trombone, I'm be gone. We round town say, don't be gone. Uptown or downtown. Yeah.
Oh, golden stuff. Produced by Bunny Lee. And he had great success with you. Gorgon Wise, before that, Heavy Duty Festival. Welcome to Jackie Edwards, of course. Those festival tunes. And you also did Festival Wise for Dynamics, Eric Donaldson.
With Eric Donaldson, yeah.
Making your play in the festival.
Sure. Yeah, man.
Was there, well, we know there was, so there's no point in saying was there, but how did you take the kind of attitude that a lot of the singers seem to have towards the success of this new wave of music in the early 70s in Jamaica, which you were responsible for spearheading, DJ music? I mean, a lot of singers actually used to say off-air, so to speak, you know, that they couldn't take all this DJ music and the DJ records were killing off the singers' living and so on and so forth. What was your response to that?
Yeah, there was a lot of singers that don't like DJs. And there are still a lot of singers that don't like DJs, you know. I can remember one time there was a special singer. He was away from Jamaica in London for quite a while. Maybe about 4 years or so, 5 years he was in London. And when he came back to Jamaica, I was standing someplace and this man said, one thing I can tell a man, I come back to stop all talkers, you know. Now, I know the reason why this man says word is because I was standing there, and at the time I was the number one talker, you know. So he didn't really love what was going on. Because...
Are you going to name him?
His name was Derek Morgan. Yeah, man. That man, he don't like DJ. I know that.
That was very generous of you to give him a name check.
You see?
On the record.
Well, I didn't pay much mind to this man, because when he said he come to stop all talkers, I know if this man to stop all DJs, that seems he must be the only man who have a mouth. And that didn't worry me a lot, you know. Well, along going on, there are still more guys who singers that doesn't like DJs. At the time, that year, when I used to record for Duke Reed, the festival tune used to be the #1 tunes every other time, right? Whenever festival comes around, whichever tune is the winner for the festival, that tune always be the #1 on the charts, right? Now this time, the festival tune was at #10, while I was at 1, 2, 3, and skip 4, I have a tune by the name of Love I Tender was at #5, you know. So you see, there was many problems for singers. They didn't like what was going on in DJ business. But I mean, that's it. Nobody can do anything about that. It's the love of the people. You cannot get someplace without somebody putting it there, and you have to get there with the love from the public, right? And that's it. I didn't matter what nobody wanted to say, man. I only wanted to know that I'm doing my own thing, and what is to be done must be done. So, yeah.
We are birds of one feather, still we got to stick together. And let me tell you in the weather, you know, still you got to love one another. And let me tell you like a sister and a brother. But baby, we got to climb up a ladder. Let me tell you come and love one another. What got it? And got the silver wheel of ground. And still you got to stick around, you know. And still you got to get yourself downtown. And see your little children gather around. What got it cool? But they got to keep us still, because they give a disappeal until they win, until they jack, until they got to keep you still. Whole lot of fun going on around town, till you. Until you got to be a wheeler ground, until you. Until you got to get the long one, let the children up until you win. away. Hey, you people down my figure. What, baby? Just another girl you are, and just a little girl you remain, you know. Don't stop your running wild and change your style, then you're gonna get spoiled, you know.
I know, and you know it's true that this love is really, really true. And I know, and you know it's true that this love is really, really true.
Don't burst no style and eye, cause you're just a little runaway child, ain't gonna run and whine, you know. Just a regular style, and you're still another little girl, so you gotta remain a little girl now.
Just another girl, that's what you are just another girl. Maybe nice, but you're not that smart. I love you, and remember you're just another girl.
Just another little girl, but maybe you're still my pearl. And anywhere you run, anywhere you try to go, I see you're just another girl, and that you remain the same. Yeah, just a little teeny weeny little girl.
I know, and you know it's true that this love is really, really true. And I know, and you know it's true that this love is really, really true. And I want to tell you this in no other kind of way. There's one thing you should know, that you're just another girl, just another girl. That's what you are just
Maybe the number one in the world, you know. But you gotta remember that you're just another cat. Yeah, so baby, look at that, but don't watch that, you gotta watch this. Yeah.
Runaway Girl, U-Roy from the album Dread and Babylon. Before that, Stick Together for producer Lee Perry. And until the mid-70s, U-Roy had been an immensely popular DJ within the reggae world, but it was when he signed with Virgin Records that things really started to happen. I think that would be a fair comment, wouldn't it, Roy? Because then you hit the international world, international marketplace as opposed to the reggae one.
Yeah, man, it's definitely been the best time in my career when I signed up with Virgin, because it was better promotion worldwide and everything, you know. And so I felt very happy when this thing took place, because I have to give great credit to Virgin for this, because I know it was for the good management of what they're doing, handling my productions, why I did get so popular worldwide. So I really respect this a lot, and I give praises to them for that, you know.
You seem to be very happy working with Prince Tony as a producer, because you got the feeling that the recordings you made then weren't so much you voicing a rhythm that somebody else had made for whatever reason and you were brought into it, but actually rhythms that had been created and built specifically for you.
Right? Yes, this Prince Tony, he was a good producer. See, we understand each other a lot, and you know that he couldn't tell me no cock and bull story or anything like that, so we get along pretty good, you know. And we also get along good with Virgin, so that was a
happy marriage,
a happy relationship. Yeah.
This album, which we're about to play, the title track from Natty Rebel, your second album for Virgin,
yeah, man,
was a phenomenal success.
It's a big seller. It sold me over 1 million copies worldwide. Yeah, man, it's fine.
Million.
I love it, you know.
Copies. And this, of course, brought you real fame in Africa.
Yes, because in Africa they know me by this tune.
Why not just get together and live in one love and one unity, you know? Rebel in the morning, rebel in the evening too. Now don't you be like a devil when I play with sounds called a rebel, rebel, rebel. Now you mean, you know? The man says the great adventurer. You can hear what I say, let there be love. Nothing in this world they could I never do. Never to stop, not to dread from living up, y'all. Said I'm a living man and I got a lot of work to do. Said I'm a living man. Means we gotta come on over and rock it with me now. Come rock it on over, baby. Step it on over. Say rebel in the morning, a rebel in the evening. And down I say you gotta come on over and rock it on round there. It's best not a sound to capture, you know. So make it an adventure here, dear, and everywhere you can hear me when I say, so Roddy Murray down there. Yeah, so you're gonna rock it on over. Means that I gotta get stepping, you know. Got to be on the move, so baby, baby. See, rebel style, a runaway child, I beg you stop your running wild. Stop Nazi dread from stepping up higher and higher. Let me tell you things. And I've got a lot of work to do now and they travel on the way. So come on over and make you rock it on down there.
Natty Rebel. Gladiators there on vocal?
Gladiators.
What was it like for you to actually go and perform in Africa? That must have been quite an experience.
It's a very, very, very wonderful experience, performing in Africa, you know. The people, they get wild, especially. I have a tune by the name of Go Day Natty Dread, and they love that, you know. They love that tune, and this one, Natty Rebel and Have Mercy. They love these tunes a lot. I really respect that. These people, they check a lot for me, you know. Even when I'm in Jamaica, they send a lot of letters and postcards for me, you know.
Because I've heard stories about you performing over there, and it's like police, security, and soldiers to get you onto the stage.
Police and soldiers take me through the crowd and things like that. And when I'm going on stage, I have to have police and soldiers going in the place. And when I'm coming out, it's the same thing because people just get wild. Everybody want to touch you. People want to pull out your hair and things like that, and you know. But I know it's in the business and it's just the love of the people, so I don't make it bother me, you know.
But certainly an experience going back to your roots.
Sure.
You, Roy.
Love I and be loved. Because if you ain't got love, you ain't got nothing. Means a song, you know. Couldn't never love no other, say. But I've got to get some love some way or the other. Keep my heart for each and every one. But I will always let down go and let love stay, cause love is not a gamble. Love is not a toy. If you're looking for someone to play with, go and find yourself a toy. Cause I'm not a little boy. No, little bitty boy. Yeah, my love is so the most that it goes from pillar to post. When I say love and that's about the love and that's about, oh baby, no baby. other way. Say I'm wrong and I know I'm right. Let's get together and let's not fight no way. Let's not fight, you know, cause love is lovely. The world is lovely, baby. Really and truly. See you never, 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 never love another one but I. Yeah. Say together, baby, you sound in love with me. Say you never know that. Again, I love you. I say you love you. I say you love you. Yeah. Love shines bright along the way each and every day. When I say love is real and pure, and love is something the doctors can't show for sure. No, 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 no way, no way, no, no way, baby. Why? Got to believe me when I say keep on coming to my gate, cause I wanna see your face some more.
Wait the town and tell the people about the musical days coming your way.
Heights of great men reached and stepped were not attained by sudden flight. This brother's been in the musical fight. So one day he said, "Shake a bow," because he's got the musical vow. So come on and wake the nation. Show them you've got the #1 version.
This station rules the nation with version.
Now, you are the country
children, you got to know your culture.
Because we're 1 or 2 or 3 of us together, there got to be some love. I said there got to be some love, I said there got to be some love.
Rodigan's Rockers.
I said, let there be love, got to let there be love. Say some mercy, some mercy, some mercy, some mercy. Wow! There's some mercy, not a day, I beg Jaja. Continue on it, you know. Man was made to suffer, yeah, yeah. Woman was made to feel the pain. I beg you stand by, I continue on it, oh yeah. And give us some more love, problem on the ways I will make you say, there's no mercy, some mercy, some mercy. Wow! Now the day I praise, I will tell you, say, I said, children of Israel, you got to be weary. But I beg God, continue on it to God and protect I. Man was made to suffer, yeah. So we 1 or 2 or 3 of us together, say, I said there got to be some love, and the shoe with stars above. I beg John, continue on it. For more and more love, as I will tell you, say, I want to tell you, brother, along the way, as I will say, some mercy, some mercy, some mercy. Wah! Yeah, when I gotta tell you about the rhythm of a day, coming through the art of rivalry, as I will play you, say that. Yeah, you know.
Rodigan's Rockers on BFBS.